Hey there guys, BlackPanthaa here, and welcome once again to some Forza Motorsport 5. Today what we're going to be doing is doing a online drifting lobby. So this is the Bernese Alps in reverse, which I don't normally do. But yeah, I'm kind of just joining a public lobby to give it a quick go, because it's not something I normally do, and it kind of gives me a variety of tracks. Because one thing I kind of do, which I shouldn't, is I limit myself to drifting, you know, specific tracks, specific ways. Say, for example, this track. I'm not used to it in reverse. I've never driven it in reverse, really. From what I have, I can't remember it whatsoever. So I think it's cool, and I obviously get to have people to avoid, you know, because people are going to be driving as well and making sure that they get the best score they possibly can, and spinning like that, and obviously I'm going to ruin their day by hitting their car by accident. But yeah, it kind of gives me a different view of it as well, because I'm usually one to go into private lobbies and drift if I drift online at all. I don't normally drift online. That's because I'm not, you know, all-wheel drive drifting isn't really accepted as much as it should be, to be honest. It should be accepted just as much as rear-wheel drive. Obviously, people can say all day it's easier, it shouldn't be accepted, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, it's a freaking game, and I'm having fun. So what's the issue? You know what I mean? It's just a bit sad, really. But the main thing I wanted to talk about is how the lobbies are set up in this game. I think I've already kind of explained it. It should be set up like it is in Gran Turismo, where you go onto it, you select a lobby that somebody has made, and that's how it works. But of course, we can't have everything. Hopefully in the next Forza it'll be something like that, because it just gives that community feel back that's not in Forza that is in Gran Turismo. That's the one thing I miss from Gran Turismo. But the game itself, Forza, is fantastic. And I'm having much more fun than I did on any Gran Turismo ever. I'm not going to lie, because this game just, it has less cars, it has, you know, it has less tracks, but it's got the, you know, the ability to tune your car to exactly what you want, and that's really now to me become a pillar for racing games. And I hope that every game I play has some tuning of some sort, because it just opens up a lot, you know, you can do with your car. For example, no, don't miss it. Oh, that was a good amount of points dropped there. But it just kind of makes it much more replayable with the same car. You can do different things with the same car and such. But moving on to the actual topic of drifting here. Well, I guess it was still the same kind of topic as drifting, but I'm really, really hyped for Horizon 2 now. Like, I mean, before I was, and then when I saw the multiplayer component in that video that I uploaded, I just, oh shite, sorry. I was just like, oh my god, I'm still hitting him. I was kind of like blown away by what is actually doable in that game. And it just made me think, like, I'm going to be able to do a lot of stuff in that game. Like, I can just be like, oh yeah, I'm going to this car meetup. If you're in the area, drop in, and I'll see you guys, and I can see your designs, and I can chat to you, and I can then drive off and race with you. It just seems like what I'm looking for in a game, for, you know, for a while. Obviously, you've also got The Crew coming out, which is, I don't even need to mention, if you know me, The Crew is my top game of this year. Like, seriously, it's, I no words. But, you know, I still want, you know, a secondary game. Having more games that are brilliant is good. A lot of you don't know that I really enjoyed Far Cry, and Far Cry 4 to me is going to be one of the best games this year to me. And once again, I'm going to experience GTA on next gen. I can't wait for that. But I think The Crew's got its crown for me at the moment. It just really has. But Horizon 2, I think, is going to do pretty damn well up there. If I can get this right, I will be very happy, kitty. Power! No, too much power! Just don't. Oh, I lost it. Of course I lost it by the last millisecond of decisions. All right, come on, give me a good angle here. Ah, careful, buddy. Watch what you're doing. Though I kind of deserve it, because I did kind of spin that guy like twice earlier. Not that guy, but the guy in the yellow Mustang. I tried to go round him and hit him for the second time, which wasn't great. Alright, let's see what we can get in cockpit view. That's what I need to start doing as well, like switching different views, because a lot of the time I spend my time... Oh my god! I spend my time in the rear view, because I just feel as if on this game it just gives you more of a better feel. And I know that sounds really weird, because cockpit view just is the driver center. You are controlling it from that position. And in Gran Turismo, I really wanted to try it, but it was too high up, sorry. Forza's got it lower down, but it just doesn't feel as if in control when you're drifting, you know, in cockpit view on this game. It's really odd. But I think the crew might be able to do it, so I'm going to see what that's like when the next beta drops tomorrow. Hype time! Don't know what that was. But you know what I mean? I really want to get back into some drifting on the crew, and that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do like a whole video on drifting again, I believe, because I really want to, you know, dissect a lot of stuff. I want to look into if they've done any changes to the handling, get the best settings for drifting for once that game drops for the beta console and releases later this year. You guys will have everything you need to know about drifting inside the crew, so you can jump straight into the game, get the settings exactly how I think is best at the time, maybe mess with it yourself, and maybe I'll find some of the best drifting locations I can during the beta. And you know, I just think I want to kind of lay the foundations for when people get on the game, because it will allow you to just jump in and have a lot of fun. But that once again brings us back to Forza. These games, whereas the crew, I'm trying to figure out how it all works. Whereas with Horizon 2, it's just going to be so much fun pressing the button, being online, going to, you know, car meetups and saying, right, we're having a drift car meetup. Bring your drift cars, come to this location, tap the button. We are driving off in free roam, drifting around the whole open world. You've got project cars, which is going to have awesome tuning. It's going to be available on all platforms, so it means we're going to have a great simulation experience on all platforms, or a simcade, should I say. And, you know, it's just, this year is great for anyone that likes racing games. And Forza 5, I think for a while maybe placed on the shelf, but I kind of like the idea of the car tuning on this game and stuff, but the main reason I got my Xbox One is for Horizon 2, not gonna lie. Like, I just dove straight into it because once I heard that the 360 version of Horizon 2 wasn't gonna be the same as the Xbox One version, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna place this cash down on this console because I really need to get the best version of Horizon to share with you guys, because I haven't even played it myself. Even if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I think I really wish I would have got an Xbox 360 to play Horizon 1 properly, because from what I played, I only played it at my friends, so... And I braked a little too late there and passed the line, but everyone's pretty close to me anyway. 5th place so far, that's not bad, right? My first proper online drifting lobby, but I think we're going to do another session just to see how that pans out. Okie dokie, we are back again for the next one. So in this one, we're on the Top Gear track, a different route indeed, in where it's kind of just a weird oval in reverse. So this one's going to be really weird because something I've not really done before in ever, because I don't normally drive the Top Gear test track at all, never mind drift it. So yeah, it's because I had a lot of fun driving the track on Gran Turismo 5, and I kind of became Top Gear tracked out, if you must. So I haven't really touched it on Forza, except like the challenges that you have to drive it. You know, I really like those challenges, like especially the first race where you've got to knock all the like London buses over and stuff, and everything just goes everywhere. And this is a really weird layout because it's just, you're trying to follow the normal Top Gear track, and your mind's just like, I want to follow the route of the actual Top Gear track. Even if you're going backwards, it doesn't matter. I want you to do as you should. And that was way too wide. Holy crap. Good God, Skyline. Are you trying to kill me? What is that? Bloody lightning fast, that is. For the MX-5, I think. Jesus Christ. But you can do some awesome engine swaps on this game, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's got some, like, I don't know, RX-7 engine in it or something. With this, like, massively overpowered upgrades on it as well. So this is an 11-lap race, but it's quite a small one, so kind of makes sense that it's got quite a few laps, and that's a good score. Can he keep it rolling? Yes, he can. He got 5,000 points for that one. Can he link it and keep it? Oh my god, don't go off. Stay. It's alright, we've got 8k. We've got 8k. And somehow, we're still in 5th place. I think this would be a good track to chain drift on. That's not something I normally try very often, though. Like, the corners could be... You could keep it going in a way, I guess. It would be more difficult on some parts, but... I think a chain drift would be good on this. Like, there aren't many tracks you can really chain drift on this game. The kind of corners are very far apart, and obviously there's about 2 tracks on the game anyway, so what I'm going to do now is, once we hit the 5th lap, I'm going to switch to cockpit view. I'm going to give that a go. We will see how that does. See how we jam with that. Those trees in the background. And, yeah, see, it's kind of like you're trying to follow the actual corner's layout. And then your brain's like, no, don't do that, the line's over there. Then your brain's like, well, do that, because that's the actual track layout. And then, yeah, it dies. But here we are, 5th lap, cockpit view time. Come on, buddy. Keep it sliding. Push forward, push forward, push forward, forward. Good girl, Skyline. I so want to get a Skyline one day. Like, that's my dream. To get a Skyline and M3 and just make them, like, the most wanted one, and Brian's Skyline. Heck, even just get a Skyline and make it blue, like this, you know, the Skyline that Brian had at the beginning of the film. I just saw then, I didn't know where the hell my tail was, so had a bit of a collision there. First collision of the day. Everybody must laugh. And that guy's just been sat there. I think he might have given up, to be honest. He's been sat there for a couple of laps now. And then we power through his corner, please. Being blinded by the light, not as much as normal. That's one good thing about Forza, I've got to say. The light lens flare thing on this, it actually puts you off sometimes. Like, sometimes the light goes onto the road and it makes the line, like, almost invisible. And it's such a cool idea, because normally racing games have the light on the road and you can still see where the line is. The light's kind of just like isn't affected by how the line is or whatever. But it's good because it just makes you kind of, in a way, feel a better driver for that point in time. I think this is a quite simple track, and that's kind of leaving me behind. Because it's just literally a couple of corners that go round and then you can drift and keep it going for ages and hit that side again, because you can't drive in cockpit view because you're an absolute pleb. Good gravy. Is that guy still there? If he is, I go surprise mofo. Aww. I expected to actually hit him. My car's invisible. Help me. I can't see. Is that actually hurt my eyes for a second there? Give me my car back. There we go. Thank you. I will never do that again. I can't even get it turning then. I wasn't going quick enough in that corner. I've literally missed 2 opportunities to get some good points there. We must have been in 5th place by quite a bit though, because we haven't lost it yet. Let's celebrate for having 5th place. I feel so special. I remembered the 458. I used to love that thing. When I saw some, I think it was some Japanese guy drifting a 458 Italia on Gran Turismo 5. God, that guy's lines was, like, it was insane. Like, the way he, like, spanned the car out and then he's like, no, that was not a mistake. That was me being a Japanese guy and showing you how to actually drive a car. And it's like, okay, teach me your ways, please. Please, master. But God, the driving he did was, oh, really incredible. He spun it. I can't see what the bloody corner is. I'm using the minimap here so I can see. Thank you. And power, power, power. Don't hit it. Oh, really, 458? Really? You made me drop me points. I don't appreciate that, brother. I don't appreciate that, brother. We're going to rear view back again. Careful, guy. You'll slow down to about 2 miles per hour in a second. No, you didn't. That's amazing. What have they done? They fixed the game. It's quite annoying, the sticky grass thing, though. And we have lost our 5th place. So that guy must be pretty close still, so we can take it back. But that guy probably was drifting with us the whole time, meaning, yeah, he's probably just, you know, drifting along with me and doing much better than I am. Right, give me back 5th place, please. 6th place doesn't sound good. At all. And I want him to stay away from me. I don't want him to hit me and make me lose points again. Look at that slight amount of smoke from the power of the cloud. Get it? Smoke, cloud. Yeah, get it? No. I thought it was funny in my head. And the race ends now. So, thank you ever so much for watching me do an online drift lobby. If you enjoyed this, make sure to let me know if you want to see more of my drift cars drifting around these types of things. Let me know. And I'm really, really tempted to start saving money. Because start saving money. I've got most of the money to buy the car. I've got the money to buy the car. I just want money for upgrades now. To buy the McLaren F1. I really want to drive an all-wheel drive version, one of those, where you sit in the centre and you just feel the drifting. I really want to do that. So, if you do want to see that, make sure to let me know. If you want to see any of my other cars online multiplayer Forza drifting and you enjoyed it, let me know, whatever. I go on way too long for these end parts here. Stop giving me too long to end. God damn it, Forza. Thank you ever so much for watching. Like if you did enjoy, subscribe for more. And this has been BlackPanthaa. BlackPanthaa? Well then. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.